Shalom, shalom. Kohalayim la YAHAWAH BAHASHAM Shai BAHASHAM Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great Muslim and teacher move well. Peace and salutations be to hope for the elect. I'm Brother Tazwan coming at you from the prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. Alright, this lesson's going to be quick hit in transit. Touching bases on March 4th, the day that Trump dropped those tariffs, man. Alright. It says, we'll grab some articles. We got some articles here in End Time Headlines. Now, this article in End Time Headlines says, Mexico says it will also Mexico says it will also retaliate, joining Canada and China. On March 4th, 2025, a new chapter in global trade tensions unfolded as Mexico announced its intention to impose retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods, aligning itself with Canada and China in response to steep tariffs initiated by the United States. Alright, so Trump, in a panic, put tariffs on these other nations, alright, to save his dollar from collapsing. Alright, but these other nations, other countries retaliated by putting tariffs as well on their products for America that America purchases. So America's going to have a hard time. It's going to be more expensive for America to get products from these countries to support its nation. Okay, it says, the escalating trade war sparked by U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to impose a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada and an additional 10% on Chinese goods threatens to disrupt economic ties among some of America's closest trading partners. That reminds me of this scripture here. Let me grab it. Obadiah chapter, grab it in the NLT. Obadiah chapter 7 verse 7. It says, all your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. So these countries are going to promise America peace while plotting to deceive and destroy America, man. Alright, now it started all off with this trade war. Even the Canadian Prime Minister, he came out saying he don't want to do this. But since they're being forced to be put in such a position, they're going to respond by putting 25% tariffs on Americans' goods too. Okay? They're going to make it more expensive. America going to make it more expensive for these other countries. They're going to also make it more expensive for America, which America's economy is already collapsing. They need help as it is. And these countries know that America's going to get forced into a position where she's backed into a corner. She's going to get jumped, man. It says, your trusted friends will set traps for you. Canada, China, Mexico. Majority of things you see here in America is made from either of these countries. Either of these three countries, man. Mostly. Okay? It says, and you won't even know about it. So these countries are gathering and having meetings and stuff. Going to be gathering and having meetings and stuff behind America's back to talk about what they're going to do to America. All right, and that's already started. You see Putin come down there and come down to Cuba, have a friendly talk with an old friend. Okay, what do you think they were talking about? The uprising problem. All right. Before Trump got in office, it looked like he was going to be on good terms with Putin, and then that backfired immediately as soon as he got in the chair, man. All right. Getting back to the article, it says the move has drawn sharp reactions and detailed coverage from major news outlets, highlighting the potential consequences for international commerce and domestic economies alike. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum announced during a morning press conference at the National Palace in Mexico on March 4th, 2025. According to Reuters, Sheinbaum vowed to unveil specific retaliatory measures, including tariff and non-tariff actions, on Sunday, March 9, in a public event in Mexico City's Zocalo Square. And there is no motive or reason nor justification that supports this decision that will affect our people and our nations, she stated, emphasizing Mexico's rejection of what she called a unilateral and unjustified U.S. policy. Mexico's economy is deeply intertwined with the U.S., with roughly 80% of its exports destined for its northern neighbor, as noted by the Washington Post. More than 80% of its exports. All right, it says the dependency makes the U.S. tariffs particularly threatening, with experts warning of a potential recession if trade relations deteriorate further. Now, Trump initially announced the tariff, 25% tariff, about half a month ago in February. All right, but he gave these nations time to come to their senses. He gave Canada time to become the 51st state. He gave Mexico time to become a part of America. All right, he trying to unify them because he know that that war, that inevitable war, is coming first and foremost. It says Canada and China wasted no time in responding to the U.S. tariffs, which took effect just after midnight on March 4th. All right. Those tariffs went in place as soon as Trump's tariffs were put into place, man. Okay. You thought that this was you thought that things were going to get better. No, they're going to get worse before they get better. Okay. And eventually this world's going to end in chaos, turmoil, and fire before it gets better. All right, when it gets better, the kingdom's going to be here, man. Slack it, give me 1 second. It says tariffs will disrupt an incredibly successful trading relationship, Trudeau said per Reuters. Okay. China, it says, meanwhile, China retaliated with equal vigor. Okay. It says, news detailed Beijing's imposition of additional tariffs of up to 15% on U.S. farm exports, such as chicken, wheat, and corn, alongside a 10% levy on soybeans, pork, and beef, effective March 10th. Whew. This thing is only getting worse and worse, man. The more you read, the more you find that it's going to get worse. It says, the Washington Post added that China also blacklisted over 20 U.S. companies, escalating the stakes in its trade battle with Washington. China's Ministry of Commerce labeled the U.S. tariffs as unilateralism and bullying, signaling a readiness to fight back despite the risk of further economic fallout. They said America's bullying them. That tariff was America bullying them, man. All right, it says unilateralism. Let's grab that. Let's grab the unilateralism. Let's see what that means. The process of acting, reaching a decision, or espousing a principle unilaterally. It says the process or fact of deciding a policy or action without involving another group or country. He has made the world more dangerous by his arrogant unilateralism. All right, so basically saying Trump was irrational and headlong by running, just making those decisions without conferencing, okay, alerting these other nations. He just dropped it all. He just dropped the bomb like that. He didn't seek any counsel. He just did it. Like they were saying, he's, more so like rebellious, more so like a bully. And what that scripture reminds you of. Let's grab it. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? The hammer of the whole earth. What's that mean? The superpower of the whole earth. The strongest nation of the whole earth. The strongest country. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Babylon is what? Babylon, land of confusion. America, okay? How has America become this big old bully? How did they become a land, a desolation? How did it become a desolation amongst the nations? The land was emptied out, destroyed, okay? Let's see if we can grab that in an NLT. Jeremiah 15:23 in the NIV. How broken and shattered is the hammer of the whole earth. How desolate is Babylon among the nations. NLT says, Babylon, the mightiest hammer in all the earth, lies broken and shattered. The mightiest hammer, see? That's what that means. They're the strongest nation. They got the nukes. They got the drones, predator drones. They got the guns, okay, the weapons, the ammo, the armor, the money, the jets, the submarines, okay, the torpedoes. They got all these things as a nation, okay? It says, Babylon is desolate among the nations. All right, let's see if we can check the GNT. Babylonia hammered the whole world into, it says, Babylonia hammered the whole world to pieces, and now that hammer is shattered. All the nations are shocked at what has happened to that country. Woo! That's a beautiful one. Okay, all the nations are shocked at what happened to that country. Okay, astonished. It's a surprise that America was taken down. Who's going to take it down? The main character, man. YAHAWASHI. All right. This country's been bullying everybody. Still is bullying everybody. Trump's in office, it ain't getting no better. All right. Hold on a second, Slakia. In transit. So it says right here in the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 6. In the NLT, it says, "Do to her as she has done to others. Double her penalty for all her evil deeds. She brewed a cup of terrors for others, so brewed twice as much for her." Whew. She brewed a cup of terror for others, man. That being said, brewed twice as much for her. Alright. Let's see what it says in GNT. GNT says, treat her, Revelations 18:6 in the GNT, treat her exactly as she has treated you. Pay her back double for all she has done. Alright. Now you see how China said they adding an additional 10%, an additional 15%, additional, meaning added to the 25%, man. Alright. So these countries are rewarding her what they given to them, and in some instances double. Alright. And then also in the kingdom, Babylon will get rewarded double. Okay. In that nuclear fire, they're gonna get rewarded double. Alright. It says, treat her exactly as she has treated you. Pay her back double for all she has done. Fill her cup with a drink twice as strong as the drink she prepared for you. Whew. Alright. Twice as strong. Babylon's got to pay and then some. There's a scripture, if you borrow from a man, or if you stole from a man, you got to pay him back what you stole. And then 4 times that, I believe it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, Salaki. Alright. But that's what's going down now. Babylon's gonna have to pay. Alright, and she got insufficient funds. She don't even know it. But her pride is, matter of fact, let me grab that too. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And Trump got that haughty look. Okay? And that pride is deceiving him. The pride has deceived him. Now he putting tariffs on these other nations, and he don't know that's going to be the downfall of his nation. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and lo and behold, this devil got the eagle on his coins. Alright? Job 9:24 says, if not, where and who is he? Alright? It says, as though thou set thy nest, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord, Shai. So you sitting up high, but the Lord gonna bring your ass down, man. Alright? Let me grab this. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 18, pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. So pride goes before destruction, man, and a haughty spirit, that cocky, arrogant spirit that this country has on it, okay, before a fall. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All right, what are you talking about? They're talking about America, man. America's about to have a great fall. The higher it brings itself, the greater the fall is going to be. The more that fall is going to hurt, man. All right. Babylon going to see it. All right, there's going to be no escape for this country, man. There's going to be no escape for these devils. But I truly hope that transit was edifying to you, YAHAWAH, for listening to the sincerity. So next time, Yahshua, I give all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, Shalom.